everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ajwa and I hope this video finds you well. If you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing, and to all my returning subscribers, I'm so thankful and I say welcome back. So there are so many incredible Middle Eastern houses that make some well-known fragrances like the Latafes, the Swiss Arabian, the Afnan, Orientica, like a host of them. But there are others which are lesser known, but they also make some incredible unique fragrances, and I'm here to highlight such 5 of those fragrances today. So the very first one I have here is one by My Perfumes Arabian, and this is called Al Faris. Al Faris, I understand, means a knight or a horseman. So this is marketed towards men, but this scent is so unisex that both sexes can feel comfortable wearing it. It doesn't lean either masculine or feminine, in my opinion. I've had it for a period, and by the dent, you can see that I've really given this fragrance some love. So this fragrance is a heavy jasmine with some other florals plus oud and some woods with some ylang and some musk and vanilla. It is quite sweet, but not like overly sweet. It has something unique about it, which is like a lipstick or lipsticky touch, which most fragrances marketed towards men do not have or miss. This one has a lipstick note, or not a note, but a lipstick sort of vibe to it. Although Al Faris is quite makeup-y or lipsticky, it is very, very unisex. It doesn't come across as too feminine. There is something about it which was done right that brings out that feminine side, as well as the woods and the oud, and that sort of there's a sort of darkness to it which makes it a bit masculine. So I also find it to be a party sort of scent, rather than like an everyday office or casual sort of wear, because of how sweet and the uniqueness it has. I find it quite dressed up, quite evening rather than a day sort of fragrance. So that is the first one that I want to bring to your attention. The second one I have here, I believe I have spoken about quite a number of times, and it is quite a unique one. It's been compared, or it's been said to be a dupe of Tom Ford's Arabian Nights, a discontinued scent, and this is Oud Al Layl, also by My Perfumes Arabian. This is a rose oud. I get something like violets in it, but it doesn't state anything as violet as part of the note structure. This is strong, strong, unique, feminine leaning, but very unisex. It has something about it which is like so unique. Like, I have not smelled anything in the vein of this this fragrance. This is also an oud rose combination. I get some violets in this fragrance, although it doesn't state violets in it, and I also get some sugar in it. I feel like one of the notes in this could be sugar, but it doesn't apparently have any sugar as part of the note structure. It is a rose which is very sweet, but so unique. I'm yet to smell anything which is like as pungent, as strong, as beastly, as potent as this particular fragrance. 1 or 2 sprays goes a very long way. It is like very Middle Eastern in nature, because I think Tom Ford paid an homage to the Arabians, or I'm not too sure how to really put it, but the original version of it, which is the Arabian oud by Tom Ford, is like an homage to the Arabians. I would just, for the lack of better words, put it that way. So you can just imagine this is like very Middle Eastern in nature. Like, as soon as you have this one on and you enter into like a building, everybody will notice that someone has entered with something very different and very unique. So this is Oud Al Layl by My Perfumes Arabian, like a very unique, phenomenal, potent, long-lasting, affordable one from a house that is like I think deserves to be made a little more popular. The next one I have here is by F.A. Paris, and this is as part of their Giovanni Lorenzi line, and this is Lumin. Lumin is supposed to be a dupe of Tiziana Terenzi's Orion, which is also in the direction of Creed Aventus. So technically, this is a Creed Aventus dupe, I would say. But this one has something more to it than the usual Creed Aventus. I've come across a lot of Creed Aventus dupes, but some of them are a bit screechy, not blended well. But this particular one, Lumin, it is well blended. I sort of find it to be in the direction of the Creed Aventus cologne rather than the Creed Aventus itself. You know, the cologne one is like more refreshing, you know, like a little brighter with less smokiness than the original version. However, this one is so smooth. It has some, you know, the usual pineapple, bergamot, apple with some I think the additional notes I get from this is like the oak moss, which gives it some earthiness. So just imagine Creed Aventus with some added smokiness and some oak moss. So it's like an earthy, smokier version of Creed Aventus, and it has the Creed Aventus cologne DNA too at the background. So it's like those two combination, the Creed Aventus cologne and then the Creed Aventus itself, with some added smokiness and a touch of oak moss to give it some earthy vibes. And it is so sensual. Like, it is, this one I think is like so manly, you know, although I sometimes layer it with other fragrances, you know, but it is so gentle, manly. It is smooth. It is like on the affordable side. It is nothing that I have smelled, you know, as part of the dupes of Creed Aventus that I have, you know, experienced. This one is like on a different level altogether, and I'm so surprised that people have really not gotten, you know, into this whole fragrance. Lumin, this is one that is like well made for the price, which is around $25 to $30. This is a phenomenal job by F.A. Paris. The whole Giovanni Lorenzi line was like one amazing thing, or amazing line that they came up with. I think they came up with Sienna, Lumin, Caesar, and one other one, which is like a Paco Rabanne sort of dupe, you know, like so well done line by this house. And I think you should just check it out, at least just give it a try, because the bottle to me is sexy, the fragrance itself is sexy. It is like chef kiss. I like this one. I will highly recommend it to anyone looking for a better sort of alternative for Creed Aventus, both the cologne and the original. So that is my next one. This next one I have here is one that I also think deserves to be you know, highlighted more, and this is Saheb by Ard Al Zaafaran. This one is supposed to be a dupe of Otto Paris's Terroni, which I do not have, but this one is also like a citric, woody, musky combination. It has some lemon sort of vibes, like a lemongrass sort of vibes to it. So it gives it a refreshing sort of minty vibes. It also has some green and some patchouli vibes to it, which gives it like a sort of strong masculine vibes. I think this one is quite masculine, you know. It is marketed as unisex, but I think it's quite masculine, you know, and it's such a unique taste, take on a citric woody combination. It doesn't have any oak moss. I don't get any oak moss from it, but there's something earthy about it. It has some ambergris, some vanilla. It also has some musk. It has some lemongrass, you know, some bergamot, you know. So it like a citric, woody, earthy vibes, which is like masculine in nature, but it's also different from the normal blue fragrances like the Sauvage and the Bleu de Chanel sort of blue fragrances that a lot of men are accustomed to. That is quite unique, you know. It gives you that refreshing vibes that you can use for the morning, and has that woody patchouli touch that is also appropriate for evening wear. So I highly recommend Saheb by Ard Al Zaafaran, a very good alternative to all the freshies and the freshy earthy combination out there. So that is my fourth recommendation. So the last one I'll talk about is not a fragrance, but this is an entire fragrance house, and this is Fragrance World. I love Fragrance World, you know. I love them as much as I sort of hate their antics when it comes to copying 100% of bottles and everything. But if there is one thing I like about them, they almost all the time get a scent profile of the fragrances that they are duping right. Like 90% of the time they get the fragrances right, although it's like a lighter or watered down version. They sort of get the fragrances right to give you like a good impression of how the original would smell if you are supposed to get those ones. It's an incredible house. Their prices are like incredible, so affordable, between sometimes as low as $8 you can get some incredible dupes. So let's say between 8 to 20, not even up to $25 or $30, between 8 to 18 or $20 you can get some incredible, amazing offerings from the house. And I always find them so appealing, because they give you a true representation of what you will get from the originals as like a fraction of the price. Just that I do not like their antics when it comes to copying almost everything about the presentation, the bottle, the package, the every single thing. That is my only downside when it comes to fragrance world. But I think it is a house that needs to be given its flowers, because it does some amazing job. Unlike the Lattafes and the other houses, which normally will not go straight to the point by copying, they sort of like combine other things to make it sort of unique. But fragrance world will just give you the bare or the exact sort of thing that you are looking for when it comes to their dupes versus the original. So these are the 5 fragrances or the 4 fragrances plus one house that I would highly recommend for you to check out if you want something unique, affordable, long lasting, like something that is worth your money. That's all I have for you today. I hope this video helps in narrowing down your choices when it comes to fragrances. Maybe you want to just purchase some. You can just go ahead and try some of these lesser known houses, because they make some incredible, unique fragrances. So thank you so much, and I do hope that you have subscribed. If you have not, please consider subscribing, and please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. I would like to know what you think about at the comment section. So just give it a like and let's interact down there. And I hope to see you in my next video. Please take care and be good. Bye bye.